Hello, everyone. Excited to come to you today and give you some great news. We're going to be reopening our church this Sunday, Pentecost Sunday, May 31st, for both our 9 a.m. and our 11 a.m. services. We've been very involved in the process in trying to get churches reopened in New Hampshire, and we have keyed in on and looked at all of the CDC guidelines, and we are working very hard to make sure that we fulfill all of those things and even more than what the CDC is requiring. So today I just wanted to take some time and literally give you a visual tour of some of the things that we're going to do to ensure that your safety and your worship experience is the best that it can be. So as you enter the church, there's going to be two people there opening the doors to enable you to walk in the church without making contact with the handles. This is going to enable us to have people flowing in and out and it be completely contactless. Our kids ministry will have a modified check-in system where people will line up outside, enabling 6 feet of distancing, and they'll be able to pre-check in digitally their children. As you drop your child off and then pick them up again, the flow of traffic through our children's ministry will be confined to the children's ministry area. So when you pick up your child, you actually leave and go out to the parking lot. In regards to our kids ministry at Connect, we are following the CDC guidelines laid down by the state of New Hampshire for child care facilities. There is a 10-to-1 ratio with the teacher being one of the 10, and there is no intermingling of classes. During this time and the immediate future, we're not going to have our coffee nor our snack bar open. We encourage people to bring their own coffee to church. That's a part of our church experience that we don't want to take away. But during this time, we'll have the closed coffee bar and snack bar. Also, our drinking fountain will be shut off and closed during this time to enable the safest atmosphere possible. So throughout our foyer and our sanctuary, there will be sanitizing stations for people and volunteers. Our sanctuary will be set up in such a way that will enable social distancing. Here's a picture of what it will look like. We have groupings of chairs of 5 and 6 and 4 and 3 and 2 for groups of people that come in that are from a common family. This will enable us to worship together in the safest environment possible. All of our volunteers will either provide social distancing from our congregants or be wearing PPE. We're making that their choice, and that is under the recommendations of the CDC, the national recommendations for places of worship. We have 2 additional steps for people that may feel uneasy about being in the sanctuary. We have a room that flanks our sanctuary with a glass window. You'll be able to see everything. That will be equipped with a speaker so that you can be in that room and have one extra level of safety and worship with us and hear the Word of God. In addition to that, we have another step. If people want to come to church and they want to make sure that they're completely not in contact with other people, we're opening up our balcony in which someone, if they desired it, could come to our church and literally not have contact with another person. We want to remove any inhibition that people may have to come to church because we believe it's so critical and so crucial for us to gather together as a church to hear the Word of God and worship. Thank God for technology. But your pastor is probably like everybody else. I've been missing congregating together with people. It is so critical and integral to our spiritual walk, and we really can't do without it. So we've done all those things to try to help make your worship experience one where you'll be able to relax and experience the presence of God. Honestly, we have people on all ends of the spectrum when it comes to dealing with the COVID-19 pandemic. We have people that have no inhibition. They're not really following social distancing. They're not wearing a mask in public. And then we have other people that may have not come out of their house the entire time that this has been going on. And so within Connect Community Church, I really want to provide a judgment-free zone. We've probably all been in public and saw somebody's glare that was judging us for whatever we were doing during this time. I'm asking the church, I'm asking the congregants of our church to please not judge another person's journey. Don't allow your freedom, if you're experiencing total freedom from any of the precautions that are out there, to step on another person's precaution. And please don't let your precaution judge another person's freedom. Let's allow every single person to journey in their own way during this trying time. Lastly, I want to tell you about my own personal convictions and how I'll be handling individuals that come into the church. If a person comes in and they're really adhering to a lot of precautions and they're being very careful, I'm going to be careful with that person. Yet again, if another person comes into our church and they are free to interact and they want to hug, and I'm going to do that too. I feel like as a pastor, I have to take every individual where they're at and work with them right there. And so that's my own personal conviction. We're going to try to hold the standard as high as we can. We're not here to police everyone, but personally, we're going to take every single person right where they're at and work with them at that level. So we are so excited about church this Sunday. I can't even tell you, my heart is bursting with joy and expectation. You know, Pentecost Sunday is an amazing Sunday in the life of the church. It's when the church was birthed. It was when it's born. And now we're going to celebrate the reopening of Connect Community Church by just worshiping our God and exalting the Word of God. We look forward to seeing you. If you have any questions, please email me. We love you and God bless you.